So that's a highlight for you. For Chelsea, it was a miraculous second half, just like Pierre was saying. I mean, there were a lot of highlights in this game, you ask me. I mean, Modric was solid from the flanks, flying those balls in, and Broya was solid to, have just knew where to carry the ball to in the net. A brilliant second half you were discussing.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is scoring 4 goals is probably something that a lot of Chelsea fans wanted to see, because the attack has been blowing hot and cold this season.
Absolutely.
And the strange thing is Chelsea have individual talents that should be able to form a competent Premier League attack. I mean, Modric has had his struggles, but the quality is undoubtedly there. Raheem Sterling has scored over 100 Premier League goals. Broha scored goals for Southampton in the league. We all saw him do that. He's a Premier League level striker. Madueke is a very good winger. You have, Nkunku has been in and out of the side, but then with Cole Palmer, in addition, you have individual talents you should be able to put together to form a competent offense, which I think is something that Pochettino has really struggled with. Knowing what particular component in what format that can actually take Chelsea forward consistently, because he has tinkered and he has mixed and matched, and so far he has not yet got the right, the right combinations that will, be used long term. And that's something that we have to watch for going forward, because as Nicola Jackson has gone to the AFCON, and for all our, trolling and everything, he was their most consistent forward. And he was someone who...
Strange, isn't it?
Exactly. He always got into dangerous positions. He always... and once in a while, he would score, after missing a number of big chances. But at least he was the guy that they had who they could, say that this is our consistent player in our offense. But now that he's gone, I think this period will be crucial for Pochettino to figure out what is the format that I'm going with, so that when Jackson comes back, he fits into whatever solution they found. And I'm expecting a lot from Broha, especially because he has not hit the ground running as expected. He's done this before in the league. He has the physical tools, he has the mental ability, but he just hasn't been able to put it together.
To engineer him to do a lot of this?
I mean, I hope so. But it's moments, like in games, he's not able to hold the ball up.
There was a second one.
Exactly. There's moments that are there for him, and I want to see him tie this all together, because I think he can be, at least for the season, an answer to, Chelsea striker woes, if it just comes down to physical tools.
Wow. It was really not a matter of Preston North End, coming to the party, was it? But for Chelsea's coach, maybe this, in the second half, is the project he's been trying to explain.
Listen, to be honest, I'm not going to get carried away by this win. It's with all due respect to Preston North End, they are Preston North End.
That's a championship.
And of course, championship, and playing at Stamford Bridge, for Christ's sake. So if you're a team with your sort, as big as Chelsea claim they are, you're supposed to be putting these people aside in the just like Man City did to Huddersfield. So the only credit I will give them is the fact that they remained patient even though things were difficult, because in the first half it was blank, they couldn't score goals. But as a big side, you should always capitalize on your movements, and that is what they did. I think that's what I give them credit for, the fact that they remained patient and wait for the chance to come and take it. At least for this time around, what I was impressed about was the fact that they took their chances. I like the kind of goal Boja scored, because it's a kind of goal I want to be seeing more often, because I see the strikers getting themselves in such positions, but continuously refuse to take those chances. And I was impressed with that kind of goal. For Thiago Silva, he continues to remain world class, because he scored this kind of goals so many times in
and at
his
the
career,
age in which he's doing it makes it marvelous.
I call him Thiago Mercedes, because he's just classy. You watch him, the way he plays his football, and the fact that he's been durable for so long is quite impressive. So I think this is a good win. I believe that it's a home win. It was a home draw, and they capitalized on it, they won it. And I think it's good for them. At least it gives them confidence going into the subsequent games. And that is what Chelsea need at this moment, because there are games they've dominated, but they've not been able to take the chances. And I think that if they're able to score 4 today, at least it gives them some level of confidence going into the subsequent games. And I expect people like Broja to be scoring more goals, because like you said, Jackson is not in at the moment. So I think that it is time to take the chance and try to get in the goals, because it's actually become a problem area for Chelsea, that there's actually no main person up front, capitalizing on the chances and taking and scoring those goals on a consistent basis. So I think it's a good start. It's good to score 4 goals, but hopefully they can go on and score more goals in the subsequent games.
Brilliant. Let's quickly stay on the goals because there were lots of goals then again at the Etihad. And it will interest you to know, it will interest you to, I mean, it will interest you to know that Kelvin is back and you see how I struggle to put that together. And indeed, he has to come and do the magic the world expects, but it was 5-0 in that fixture against Huddersfield. And we'll go for the highlights. We'll return to discuss that.